my cell phone rings. I flip it open, and it's Scott. And I'm like, what's up? And he goes, Claw. And I'm like, Scott throws you off all the time. I go, what? And he goes, Claw. And he goes, it came to me last night. The club's going to be Claw.
CLAW stands for Change Lies Ahead of Us.
And I was like, CLAU? And he stopped for a minute, and it kind of like this pause over the phone. He's like, CLAU, yeah.
We always felt that CLAW was a change for everyone, including us, and that being a part of it meant we were going to be transformed, and we were going to transform the world that we were creating around us.
Every Friday and every Saturday, there was change. There was a different party. There was a different flyer. There was a different costume requirement. There was a different romance. There was a different girl to kiss. But it was constantly turning, changing. And it was really a fascinating thing, and that's why everybody became so addicted to it.
Everybody likes something new. Whether it's a shirt, whether it's a pair of shoes, or whether it's an experience at a club, everyone likes something new.
You got to reinvent yourself in any club.
Josh, we love you. We really do.
Josh, we're wasted.
Even though you're too young for us, we still love you, and we'd love to make out with you. Really, really.
I would have to say the person that got the most action from CLAW would be Josh. He's definitely put a lot of notches on the headboard.
Josh is really good looking, really cute. Baby face sort of cute, like, you know, girls love him. He's been with like hundreds of women.
When someone says, yeah, you probably get a lot of girls, don't you? Yeah, but at the same time, like, what do you consider getting a lot of girls?
His biggest weakness would have to be women. I've always told him that. But I mean, his weakness isn't women when they're falling over you, you know?
But yet he never is interested in any girls. So that also intrigues girls and gets them to come back to the club because they're like, okay, well, why doesn't this guy like me?
In a game, he would play with girls all the time. It's just like, I don't even notice you. I'm walking by. You know, and make girls even more freak out about him.
I could never show up at that club with a girl without, like, so many other girls just hating.
Josh is a hopeless romantic for people that don't know.
I'd love for the fucking clouds to open up and God to send down one woman for Josh and see if he could deal with one woman for 12 straight months.
It's just he hasn't found the right person yet, I don't think.
There was a lot of girls I met there that were fun and I'd like to hang out, but I could never have a relationship with anyone I ever met in that place.
He got more ass than a toilet seat, though. I mean, so many girls.
It got old, too. Like, I mean, come on, I like a little bit of a challenge. I like to at least talk to you, know you. You know, I mean, it comes to a point to where, like, at the end of the night, when you go to leave, you can just pick out who you want to take with you.
As far as parties go, on Friday nights we did Casual Chic. We did Preppy Party, which was actually called Just Chillin'.
Saturdays it went Robots Drink for Free, Disco 3000, Super Saturdays, and Futura 4000. And those were all about anywhere from 4 to 6 months long each period.
Within those parties or those nights, we created more parties. It was kind of like a microcosm. And when you had Disco 3000, which was our tribute to Disco 2000 from James St. James and Michael Alec and all them from Party Monster.
Culture Shock was my favorite party because I was involved with the planning and every detail of the event.
Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin' came about because at the time, me and all my boys felt like we were pretty big pimps. And we thought it'd be cool to have a Pimps and Hoes party because Cincinnati never had one.
It's the hardest working hoes in the business right here.
One night that sticks out the most to me is the Disco Bloodbath Party.
Because the torch was symbolically passed from James St. James, and we felt like that was our validation as far as true clubbers. Like, we were creating now part of a club scene that was beyond what we had imagined. Right out to where a party was happening everywhere.
A CLAW model was one of the girls who would go into these boxes. These about 10 foot tall, 5 feet wide plexiglass cylinders, and they would go in there and sit and pose, freeze frame, thematic, choices of clothes, etc. And they'd just sit there, and then people would come up with their $8 drinks and just kind of look and be bewildered, and they just got to sit there and just like cop attitude.
Everything had a meaning. Everything. What those models did every single Saturday night had a meaning. And it could have been pointed right at the person that was looking at it. And they
What do you want to get out of it tonight?
Not too sure. I just want to have fun and enjoy and live for the moment.
I just want to have fun. I can't wait.
I just want to fuck all night long.
Like to welcome everyone out tonight to Larry Flint's American Porn Idol.
I buy it. That's adorable.
Orgasm.
He's Austin's brother. I'm gonna tell Austin you're out here.
I am Austin. Yeah, I wish I remembered more. Yeah, definitely do wish I remembered more.
I noticed him because he was always like forking over his mom and dad's credit card, spending $2,000, and you know he's a 21-year-old kid. You're like, what? Where is this kid? You know what I mean? You're like, okay, cool. So you know people are really nice to him.
Once I had that magic little swipey card of my mom's, like I was spending buttloads of money on it. You know, it was fun. I mean, it felt like a damn movie star, but she didn't like that very much. She'd look at the statement like, what the fuck is Club Clout?
But he was fun. He always made us laugh. He always had a funny story.
Yeah. He's one of those guys, like, tell him what to do and he'll do it.
We're gonna make an aquarium in their stomach.
I don't know, I just got a kick out of entertaining people. It was like my niche.
He's just a rich kid that's living it up.
It was like 2 lives. It was pretty cool. It was like, I'm Austin, this college student, and then when I go down there, they called me Animal Austin. I should have spent more sober nights there than I did. I didn't get as much done with school as I should have, definitely. But we were so caught up in it because we felt so involved, and we were involved, and like we were making things happen.
If you came in a really expensive dress, you wouldn't look out of place.
No,
you know, but at the same time, you could still wear like, you know, really cute jeans and a really cute top.
There's really no specific dress code. You just knew it was strictly enforced.
No, like ball caps, shorts, tennis shoes, gold teeth, no firearms with holsters. That was a joke.
Even if they weren't like this outside of the club, I think they tended to act a little pretentious.
Yeah. They wanted to be that way. They thought that was the mold that they were supposed to fit.
And that's exactly.
Like they were in New York or a celebrity.
Costumes or crazy outfits is liberating. Like you really felt invincible. When you're walking through the place in an astronaut outfit, you don't care who you bump into, you don't care what you do. You basically have like a hall pass. Do whatever you want.
There was Dopey the dog.
Dopey the mopey dog. He's a party starter. He's here, he gets the party going. He doesn't care, he likes to hump stuff. And I think if I would just go up and start humping random girls not dressed up, I'd probably get slapped.
We just put a lot of things together and it turned out pretty sweet. Santa Claus boots. We had a whole bag full of dildos and hot creams, and we were horny Santas, and we went around and just gave out like dildos to all the girls and creams and stuff. Oh, this was great. Most of you have heard the term "got bad news written all over you." Yeah, we literally did. So we took jackets. When we were pimps, we were bad news pimps. We had bad news written all over us, like this. Biohazards. These were just cool. I don't know where they came from. Biomedical waste, biohazardous and infectious. We'd put stuff in them and we'd leave them around the club, and people really got freaked out. I liked these pants before I painted on them, but oh well. You gotta sacrifice. Suck here. Yeah, that's cool. Emily was here. Yes, she was. Road flares. We took vests and put road flares all over it and connected these timers to it, and we ran in. We probably could have got arrested for this one, for inducing panic. But it looked like we had bombs on us, and like I'd have the thing and I'd be like, hold this for a second, I'm gonna order a drink. And I'd have someone hold the thing and I'd be like, don't let go of that button. I failed one of the drug tests, but I didn't know it till I reported like a month later, and they're like, hey, you failed a drug test like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, fuck, I thought I was home free too. The judge was like, we'll give you 370 days in jail. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then she goes, we'll suspend those 370 days, give you EMU for a year. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's bad too. I think it's a crock of shit that I'm on this, because I can sit here and get drunk if I wanted to. I haven't drank in probably 6 months now, but I'm not gonna fuck up again, so I won't do it.
Girls would spread for coke, and guys knew it, so they go out and get a little bit of coke, and then that'd be their ticket to get the girls to come with them, and then they're spreading little lines out, and before you know it, they're getting what they want, and the guys are getting a piece of ass.
Whether or not people get stoned before they come here, or whether or not they're on some kind of prescription pills, or whether they're doing coke or something like that, like, we were so adamant about it that no one ever discussed it with us.
Towards the end, I think drugs got the better of some people, but we never had that problem with staff. We never had that problem with the people involved directly with the club. For the most part, it was just a lot of weed and alcohol.
Weed smoking went on like crazy. I smoked weed everywhere in that club. I smoked weed in the DJ booth, I smoked weed in the kitchen, I smoked weed in the hallway, I smoked weed in the bathroom.
Yo, what's up, Natty? This the big Snoop Dogg in the house. July 23rd, I'll be partying at Club Claw after my performance at the Project Revolution tour at the Riverbend Music Center. Be there, be square. You know you got to do it, baby Baba. Yeah.
The most aggravating or stressful celebrity situation was when Snoop Dogg came.
A debacle, in a sense, of him totally isolating himself from the crowd.
He comes in the back door and walks right into the Ruby room through the back, and maybe 20 people see him. There's 600-something people in the club, and another 300-400 outside waiting to get in, and no one sees Snoop.
As Snoop came in, I strategically trailed, being art director and in my suit, to be able to work my way into the room.
So I immediately see him right when he gets in, you know, smoke a blunt with him.
He starts lighting it up and puffing it, hands it to me, and there I am smoking with Snoop.
And the minute that over, walked out, and needless to say, none of us got back in the room to see him again.
I couldn't even get in the room at one point. I'm the owner of the club.
People come to Claw, they dress up, they get on the list, they feel privileged, they're paying a little bit more money to be in the club at that time. The cards say Snoop Dogg, have Snoop Dogg all over them, and then they don't see him.
When I can't even get in the room, I just got really ticked and like walked off. My sister, who's, you know, very much always trying to stick up for her big brother, like walked in and ended up going off on Snoop Dogg's whole entourage and threatened to throw him out.
You know, people thought I was in the room all night hanging out with Snoop. And the real fact of it was I was standing out at the back door for an hour and a half waiting for him to walk out. So when he did walk out, I could get my black and white picture with him to prove to everyone that he was there.
I don't give a bleep, 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 what bleep, bleep. I was just like, just make sure you get that photograph, you know? And he got the black and white photograph at the end with him and, you know, Snoop. So that's all I cared about, validation and documentation that Snoop photograph was worth whatever I had to go through to get it.
But I was so high with Snoop Dogg, and that was cool.
We here at Claw, we want to go out on top. You know, it's been a long run, it's been fun, but basically we want to end it while it's at its top. Go out with a bang. We came in with a bang, we're gonna go out with a bang.
Change lies ahead of us.
Some people didn't even think we were closing. Some people just thought we were just saying that as I mean, that's how I think crazy people thought we were in a city, that we tell everybody we're closing and people didn't believe it.